everyone, I'm Kathryn DeSinaasappelen, your beer mistress, and today we are trying this beer, Mont De Cats, or if you're in West Flanders, Katsburg. Let's just take a moment to appreciate the super big beer glass that was gifted to me by Prince Charming's best friend's wife. Yay! I don't know if all of the beer will actually still fit in this glass, but we'll see. Here's the bottle cap. It's boring, let's move on. Ooh. Guys, opening this, I got a whiff of blonde, and I know I'm not a fan, but this smells delicious. Oh wow. Let's pour this. Let's see if I can do it well. Ooh, but I'm doing well. Maybe I'll be able to actually get all the beer in this. This pours so much nicer than like the last couple beers that I've had. Ooh, yep, there's a lot of sediment in this. Yeah, this really isn't 2 fingers, it's a finger, if that. It's a small finger. Tastes up though, so cool. Okay, I can smell this like all the way over there, and oh, it smells delicious. There's a fermented apple smell that's coming from this. And there's lots of spice and yeast. It smells like summer. I don't know what summer would smell like, but it smells like this beer. Here's the color. It's all hazy and dark, and there's carbonation going on, but you really can't see it because of all the haziness, but I can see it. This smells so good that I want to try it, so I'm gonna try it and then we'll talk later. Hasn't it? Mmm. Oh wow. Okay, this one just gets a round of applause right off the start. Wow. This is an amber beer, guys, and the best way that I can describe amber beers is that they take the best out of dark beers, which are normally like bitter but also a little bit sweet, and like blonde beers, which you might be thinking, but Kathryn, you don't like blonde beers. What good is there in blonde beers? No, blonde beers I've sort of discovered when they're not overwhelming in taste, they do have this refreshing note to it. And that's what makes amber beers, in my opinion, just so great, because they're very refreshing, but they're also sort of on the bitter, sort of sour side, with just a tiny itty bitty little bit of sweetness, and this beer is delicious. Let's have some more. Oh my goodness. I feel like this tastes really blonde in my opinion, which there are probably people out there who are like proper experts in beers shaking their finger at me saying, no it doesn't, it's an amber, the two don't taste alike. But no, I do think that if you're somebody who is on a beer journey and you're trying to work your palate to get it accustomed to different tastes and notes, I think this would be a really good transition beer, because there are a lot of blonde notes that I'm getting off of this that they are just like bursting in my mouth, and they are delicious. I'm normally not that way when it comes with blondes, and so I like this because it gives me confidence to actually go and try a blonde, and this will have gotten my taste buds accustomed to some of those notes. Wow, this is so good. Okay, so this beer comes with a story. There's going to be lots of blah blah moments. But a couple weeks ago, I bought this box set of beer. Yes, beer comes in box sets in Belgium. It's awesome. But I had forgotten to open the box set and put the beers in the fridge. And so while I was in Deleuze, I thought I should just buy a beer so that I can put in the fridge so that I can try it, despite the fact that this box set had 6 beers. And so while I'm looking at the beer section, I come across this, Mont De Cats, which is named after this mountain in Belgium. Granted, it's on the French side of Belgium, but the name that we call it here is De Katsburg. I love Belgian beers for this, because this is named after a place in Belgium and I know it. And I think that just adds to the overall charm of the beer. Now, I'm not an expert when it comes to beers in the States, so this might be something that they actually do, but one of the really fun things about beer in Belgium is that you have the international beers, you know, the beers that are made by the top 3. But then you have these smaller breweries where you can only find them in the province, so there will be a few breweries that only distribute in West Flanders, for example. Then you'll have something like this, Mont De Cats, which is a subsidiary of the brewery Chimay. And this beer, like according to the internet and research, really is only available in the little region around Catsburg or Mont De Cats. So if you want this beer, like you have to leave your little bubble, get out of your comfort zone, get on a plane and go to Belgium to like Poperingen so that you can have this beer because they don't distribute it internationally. And on one end that makes me really sad because I know that like despite my doing a review of this beer, unless you live in Belgium, like you'll never know. But then on the flip side, I love that these tiny breweries remain local because at least for my limited experience, it's the smaller breweries that make the best beers. And so they're like these hidden little treasures that exist in the world and they make me so happy. It sort of sucks for you because you can't try it and that's sad because this beer is awesome. Sorry guys. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. So the only downside to this beer, the way that I see it, is that it has an ABV of 7.6%. So, you know, the alcohol content is up there, but it has such a refreshing taste and you really don't taste the alcohol. And so it's one of those beers that you really have to pace yourself, but at the same time, if you didn't know the beer and you didn't have the foresight to think, how much alcohol does this have? You may not know, and then you'll drink 3 because it is very refreshing. I could have another one, but that wouldn't be a good idea because the alcohol content in this is pretty high. Oh, but it's really good. I've made this new goal that I want to try and be healthy, and my go-to item that would go really well with this beer is French fries, but that's not a healthy option. So, I don't know what else you could eat it with. Maybe just have it by itself. But yeah, I think it would go well with French fries. Okay, I think I'm getting a lot of the sediment now because the taste has sort of turned more bitter than what it was in the beginning. And the bitterness now is a bit like in your face overwhelming and I'm not enjoying it as much as I was in the beginning of the video. So there's that. Tease up. Ooh, that last bit was really bitter. Ugh. Almost has sort of like a gag reflex to it. It was so bitter. That last bit was just not good because now there's like this really awful aftertaste in my mouth and I didn't have that aftertaste before. Just, oh, that was a horrible way to end on the beer. Aw. I'd still highly recommend it, just maybe don't drink the last little bit of it. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you love beer, then come back every Friday. I make new videos on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Hit the red button to subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. All my social links have been left in the description below for your convenience. Check out my Amazon affiliate link and I'll love you until Monday when I redo this all over again. I'll see you guys in the next one. Tootsies, may applezines. So guys, if you heard like the door slamming and children screaming and you were wondering, wow, what's all that noise going on in the background, unless I somehow managed to not have it as ambient noise while I was making this video. That's what having children is like. Kids. I'm very disappointed with this bottle cap. It is so boring.